So I just came back from seeing the Meg to the Trench, and I love this movie.
Stop the cap.
No, seriously, this is like one of the best shark movies I've ever seen. Plus all the excitement inside the movie. It was in my kitten. This movie sucked, but at least Jason Statham was in it. Alright, peace everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Reaction Overlord. We're back with another video. Alright, man. So the Meg 2, The Trench, this movie was all over the place. It seemed like it didn't know where it wanted to be. It seemed like it wanted to be the abyss one moment, then it wanted to be underwater with Kristen Stewart, and the other moment, then we get to Skull Island, and then top it all with some Jurassic Park and Deep Impact type stuff. Like it was crazy. Movie only had about a half an hour of shark interaction inside of it because the rest of the storyline was completely boring. You had Jason Statham inside there doing his normal Jason Statham stuff, being a typical badass that he's supposed to be. But for the life of me, I don't understand what his character is supposed to be. You got one part of the movie when he's like some type of undercover James Bond trying to stop these guys with illegal dumping waste activity. Then 15 minutes later, he's back diving with sharks. Like, I don't understand what was going on with this movie. So once they went through the thermocline and came back out, as we know from the first movie, the Meg was following behind them. But not only the Meg in this movie, you had like a giant squid, and you had like these prehistoric creatures, which in my opinion should have died once they hit the surface and seen the light, which only makes sense because they live deep in the dark. But no, these creatures are just going about and they're able to breathe air, running on land like they've done it before, attacking people, eating them. Then it was like the producers of the movie just said, you know what? Let's just throw a giant octopus in the movie for no apparent reason. Because that octopus was in the movie and you think that it was had some type of backstory line to do with the megalodons. But no, it was just there. The little kid from the first movie, she was in this movie all grown up, but also a liability too. As she snuck inside one of the mini subs as they was taking a dive down to the trench. None of this movie made sense. Like I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm still trying to figure out what exactly what the movie was about. No, I'm serious because other than the Megalodons and seeing Jason Statham do his normal stuff, I really don't know the synopsis of the movie. I mean, because you got the guy Jimmy, who was the son of the guy from the first movie. Now he's taking over Mono One, and he want to be the shark whisperer. Be swimming with sharks and thinking they're friends and everything. What you think was going to come up in a movie in a big way, but no, they just threw it inside there, and they showed it again at the end, but it really played no major part in the movie. You had the bad guys in the movie who was underneath the ocean mining for some type of minerals down there for billions of dollars. Then they take the scene straight out of the movie Underwater, where they get put on these suits and now they gotta walk across the ocean floor to get to the station, being pursued by those prehistoric creatures. It was like, okay, we're gonna take bits and pieces from other movies, at least spice it up and make it your own and do something that no one has never seen before. But no, they didn't do that. They just said, let's just throw it up in there and let's just throw that in there. You're like, hey, people have seen from Alien. Well, let's throw it up in there too. No originality whatsoever, which is confusing because the first movie made about a $500 million. Now, I can understand this is one of those movies that we're not really supposed to take serious, but deliberately making a boring movie is just uncalled for. I haven't been this bored in a movie since I went to go see The Talented Mr. Ripley with Matt Damon. That movie will sure make you fall asleep. Yeah, I ain't like the movie. It was not good. So the main negative for me is this movie is boring as hell. You got so much concepts in this movie that could make it an interesting movie, but it is dull, and it really shouldn't be. because you got so much potential in this movie that you didn't have in the first movie. First movie you had one or two megalodons, and this one you got several. You got other prehistoric creatures, and you got sections of the trench that hasn't been explored, but they can't even capitalize off that right. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, I wouldn't go inside there with high expectations. But all in all, guys, if you love the first Meg movie, then you might like this movie. I didn't love the first movie, only liked it. So this movie, it was a complete dud for me. But it may be different for you. You might go into this movie and watch it and see something different, and it may entertain you and excite you. So I won't say don't go see it, but I would just say don't expect nothing too great. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure I hit the like, subscribe, and the bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.